Hello everyone, I am Naneshwari Chitravar. Welcome to my channel Anytime Maths. In this video, we are covering Bayes theorem. In my previous video, we have already seen conditional probability formula and problems on this. This is already done. Here you can find the video link for the conditional probability. Bayes theorem is nothing but the modification of conditional probability, or we can say that Bayes theorem is used to find reverse probability using conditional probability. Let's see how it is. Here I am taking one example. Consider that there are two bags, bag 1, bag 2. Bag 1 contains 3 red balls and 2 green balls. Okay, and bag 2 contains 4 red ball, 3 green ball. Then let's find these probabilities. Here in this corner I have written the conditional probability formula. Now let's see this. Probability of selecting bag 1, probability of selecting bag 2. What it is? See, there are two bags, bag 1, bag 2. Selecting either of the bag means 1 out of 2. Selecting either of these bag means probability is half. For bag 1 it is half probability, for bag 2 probability is half. Now for these things, from this bag one ball is drawn. Okay, one ball is drawn. For this bag 1 is already selected. What is the probability that drawn ball is a red color ball? See, bag 1 is already selected and one ball is drawn. What is the probability that it is of red color? That we have to find. Okay, see, one bag is already selected, first bag selected. Then what is our sample space? Sample space get reduced to this. So there are 3 red balls, 2 green balls. What is the probability that selecting a red ball? 3 favorable outcomes out of 5 outcomes, that is 3 by 5 is the probability, right? Now for this, one ball is drawn from bag 2. Bag 2 is already selected. Then what is the probability that it is of red color? See, what is the probability that ball is of red color? So in this case, sample space is this. Now there are 4 favorable outcomes out of total 7 outcomes. Then what is the probability of this selecting red ball given that bag 2 is already selected? Means 4 favorable outcomes divided by 7 total outcomes. Fine. Now for this, what does this mean? See, red ball is already selected. Here one ball is drawn from either of the bag and it is known that it is of red color. It is already known it's red color ball. Fine. Then what is the probability that it is from bag 1? This we have to find. How to find this? See, here we have found probability of red ball given that bag 1 is already selected. Here it is reverse of this. Let's find this. Okay. Now using this conditional probability formula, we can say for this I can write probability of B1 intersection R divided by probability of R. Whatever is the happened event, put it in the denominator. This is our formula. Now let's find this. See, here I am finding numerator and denominator separately. Numerator only, probability of B1 intersection R. Now here I am doing some modification. What I am doing? Multiplying and dividing this term by probability of selecting bag 1. Probability of B1. Okay. Now this, using this formula, I can write for this, I can write probability of red ball given that B1 is already selected, right, into probability of B1. See what I am doing? I am writing this in the terms of this R given B1. Fine? Understood? Now we have already seen the values for this. See, for this R given B1 probability is 3 by 5 and probability of selecting bag 1 is half. So this is 3 by 10. Now this denominator term, probability of red ball. Probability of red ball, how to find this? See, red ball can be selected from bag 1 or bag 2. Then we have to add these two probabilities. First we have to find probability of red ball from bag 1 plus probability of red ball from bag 2, right? So for this I am writing probability of red ball from bag 1 into probability of selecting bag 1. Okay. Now same for bag 2. Probability of red ball from bag 2. Instead of 1 we are writing 2. Fine. Into probability of selecting bag 2. Now this we have already seen. Probability of red ball from bag 1 is 3 by 5 into probability of bag 1 is half plus probability of red ball from bag 2 is 4 by 7 into probability of bag 2 is half. Half of common, this is 3 by 5 plus 4 by 7, this is nothing but half into 21 plus 20 by 35, which is equals to 41 by 70. This is our numerator, this is our denominator. So value of this probability that red ball is already drawn. What is the probability that it is from bag 1? So for this answer is 3 by 10 divided by 41 by 70. So this is 21 by 41. This is the answer. Let's understand what we have done here to get this value. See, here we can find these conditional probability easily, but we cannot find this. So we are writing this conditional probability in the terms of all this. So let's develop the formula for that. See, in numerator I can write this term probability of R given B1 into selecting bag 1 probability divided by. In denominator I can write this whole term. Okay. Now probability of same thing here into probability of B1 plus, as there are two bags we are writing these terms two times. Okay. Probability of R from bag 2 into probability of selecting bag 2. This is the Bayes theorem. See, for you this might look difficult formula, but it is not. It is just big formula. It's very easy to remember. See here what is asked? Probability of bag 1 given that red ball is already known. For this formula is this. Whatever is the given here, reverse it. Here B1 given R is there. Reverse it. So R given B1 bag. Okay. Then multiply by probability of the happened event B1. Now this is our numerator divided by this term whole thing same for bag 1 plus same for bag 2. Now consider that there are 7 bags with different combinations of red and green color ball. Then this formula gets modified to, see, numerator will be same, denominator will be this term for bag 1 plus bag 2 plus bag 3, bag 4, bag 7 till bag 7. Okay. It is just big, easy to remember. Now let's develop the formula of Bayes theorem. From this we can develop it. This is the formula we got for this example. Now if event E1, E2, E3, likewise there are n events which are non-empty disjoint such that E1 union E2 union E3 union En is sample space. After adding all these we will get sample space. If this is the condition and A is any event, then probability of say event 5 given that event A is happened is equal to, see what we have done, we have reversed this. So In numerator, same thing we are going to do. So probability of a given event phi into whatever is the happened event, multiply with the probability of that. Fine. This is our numerator. What will be the denominator? See, this term for first event plus for second plus for third plus for nth event. Fine. So in general I can write summation of probability of a event j, say j, and j varies from 1 to n. Okay. I am writing whole thing for n terms into probability of event j. Summation means for first term plus for second, for third plus. Right? Now let's make this general equation. Instead of 5, if I write I, then this fifth term become ith term into probability of I. Denominator will be same thing. Okay. This is the formula for Bayes theorem. For this example, there are only two events, bag 1, bag 2. Okay. That's why only two terms are there in the denominator. If there are n terms, write summation of n terms. Fine. Now, here instead of event A, we have taken selecting a red ball. So, this is the formula for Bayes theorem. Thank you everyone. Hope you understood the concept of Bayes theorem and easy way trick to remember the formula.